Tottenham Hotspur on top of the Premier League table because they've gone ahead to beat the side of Luton Town by 1-0. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Spurs had really a very difficult time because towards the end of the first half, Yefis Bissouma was really red carded and sent off the field of play. But when they returned, Mickey van de Ven went ahead to obviously head that ball, also score that goal, and obviously gave them a lead. They went ahead to consolidate, and it showed you how bad Luton Town really looked. For Spurs, it obviously had to be them, and I like how they've gone ahead to win this beautiful game of football because for the team I support, Man United, I don't think that they can even try to put up an effort when they're really a player down. That is it. I saw Liverpool play against Tottenham Hotspur last time over the weekend. I think it was a Sunday, and Liverpool were a man down, and they really played very well, and they even managed to pull one back to level up the game. Even when they got a second man sent off the field of play, Spurs couldn't go past through them. Spurs got a win after Joel Matip netted in his own net. That is the surprising bit of it. It shows you that there is a very huge difference, in the mentality of players of Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, and the players of Manchester United. But for Spurs, they've gone ahead to obviously put in a very huge shift today. And amidst them having a man down, check out their stats of the game. You're obviously going to get shocked because these stats wouldn't have been gotten by a team that is really having a man down. And 12 shots by Luton Town, Spurs had 15. 2 shots on target by Luton Town, Spurs had 4. 33% ball possession by Luton Town, and Spurs had 67%. It shows you how they've gone ahead to grow into the philosophy of the manager. That is Ange Postecoglou, and they've gone ahead to obviously win the lion's share of the possession even when they were a man down. 252 passes completed by Tottenham Hotspur and 541 passes completed by Tottenham Hotspur. Luton completed 251, 67% passing accuracy for Spurs and 85% passing accuracy. 67% passing accuracy for Luton, 85% passing accuracy for Spurs. 16 fouls by Luton Town and 7 fouls by Spurs. 2 yellow cards by Luton Town and 1 yellow card by Tottenham Hotspur. 0 red cards to Luton Town and 1 red card to Tottenham Hotspur. Then 4 offsides for Luton Town and 4 offsides for Tottenham Hotspur. 5 corners by Luton Town and 6 corners by Tottenham Hotspur. And this is where you get to know that a team is obviously getting the right mentality, getting to win that game. When they're a goal down, when they're a man down, it just paints a picture that Spurs is here to stay, and they're not willing to give out anything to an opponent. Luton Town was at home, and you would anticipate that when they really see to it that Yefis Bissouma gets out of the field of play, one of the best midfielders I've seen in the league this season, he gives me those past memories of him at Brighton, and Ange Postecoglou is going to make him look better. Luton Town just look like they are the ones who are really man down, and Spurs control the game because they can knock it around and pass it together. Luton Town couldn't really build up something in the final third. That is the problem. They have a player called Adebayo, and there is their shot number 7 who played as a left attacking midfielder. He could find himself into right spaces, but his end product of the game has always been lacking, and obviously gives us thoughts of what exactly it was supposed to be into the season of Luton Town. Were they not ready to come in the league because they're not going ahead to show players that are going to help them stay in the league, but they've gone ahead to bring in players that even if they get relegated, they'll find themselves in a position of obviously going with them back into the relegation zone and find themselves in a position of really getting to where they deserve to be. So you never know, that might be their plan, that they also believe that they cannot sign in very many players and bring them in. But I think with the budget they had, the amount of money they won after winning that game, that game that they won, that is the most expensive football game. You win it, you have close to 200 or 300 million pounds to obviously spend. So it shows you exactly what this is all about. And Luton Town looks like they are not ready to stay in the league because even their stadium was not ready. It shows you how bad they were prepared for their season. It just befell them surprisingly. They never thought they would obviously put in a shift to obviously take them to the levels where they are. But for Spurs, I tell you what, Ange Postecoglou is proving a point. He has not gone ahead to lose a game this season. He has 2 draws and 6 wins, and is having 21 points, comfortably sat onto the table. And the only team that can really get him off the table is only and only Man City or Arsenal. That is it. And if Arsenal are to really top the table, they need to go ahead and really win by a margin of 2 goals. Because when you look at Spurs, they've gone ahead to play 8 games. They've scored 18 goals, conceded 8, goal difference of 10, and they're having 20 points. Man City are really having 7 games played, and if at all they win against Arsenal, they got 21 points. Arsenal are really having a goal difference of 9, right? If they go ahead and obviously score 2 goals, and they win a game of Man City by margin of 2 goals, they will be 20 points, and they will be ahead of Spurs by the number of goals went ahead to having been scored into that fixture. So it shows you exactly how huge this is becoming. When you look at Liverpool, they have 16 points. Even if they win, they're going to be having 19. And it's so funny that if at all Arsenal beat Man City and Liverpool win, it's obviously going to end in the favor of Liverpool going ahead of Man City. And as I told you that this time around, the trophy is obviously going to be very hard to obviously fight for. Do you know why? A team like Man City is going to be having 2 teams that are really chasing the trophy. Apart from them, it means it's not going to be a 2-horse race like it was last season. It might be a 3 or 4, because even Spurs shouldn't be really taken for granted. Do you know why? Spurs are really having only 1 tournament they're into. In the Carabao Cup, they're really knocked out, meaning that they really have a lot to obviously offer to the Premier League football. They're only left to play in the FA Cup, of which they're going to play in January. I saw one fan of Man City that talked to Gary Grealish a lot and said that when a team is not playing like 2 games a week, these players really need to obviously spend a week to obviously get back into action. But for Spurs, they are using this very well, and they are spending a week resting, and they come and obviously put up the energy. And I think that's why they went ahead to put in an energy tonight that has gone ahead to see the side of Spurs win against Luton Town when they're really man down, meaning that they conserve their energy. And having had a season that was really very, very worse last season, and they never qualified, with players playing in the World Cup, Champions League, and very many other tournaments, they've now reached a level of coming in through and obviously play 1 game per week, which is obviously acting for them like a charm. So it really shows you exactly what Ange has gone ahead to improve this team. And I tell you, this guy is really doing wonders at the club of Spurs, and it looks like the management has gone ahead to give him everything he wants. He signed players that not are really very high profile, but players that are really having the right mentality. James Maddison, Mark van der Ven, who else? Vicario, the goalkeeper, he's called Solomon. All those players are really good players, and they've gone ahead to transform this side. And they're not even missing Harry Kane, because he was a kind of person who was like a fear factor in front of them, that they had obviously to give him a ball every time they obviously saw him. But Son Heung-min is being played as a number 9, Richarlison being played off the left, and you saw to it that when they got a red card, Richarlison was taken off the field of play, and Højbjerg came on to play into the midfield. They went ahead and really compressed that midfield, and obviously waited for that one chance to come. And when it came, they never misused it. They obviously put themselves to the duty, and they saw themselves really winning this beautiful game of football. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. Tell me your reactions about Spurs topping the Premier League table, and the only team that can get them off is either Man City or Arsenal. And that can only happen if at all Man City win against Arsenal, or even when Arsenal wins against Man City by a margin of 2-0. Thank you very much for watching through. My team is really struggling and united again at Old Trafford. We are losing another game in a row, a 3rd game At halftime, the game is 1-0 in favor of Crystal Palace. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's really looking weird for the club of Manchester United that I support. But I thank God for the gift of life. I'm going to return with more news and updates. Stay tuned. See you later. I'm out.